Hello. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrated, or if you don't. Hope you ate wonderful food. It's the end of the year, and another video of me talking to you directly is here. This is so weird. I don't want to talk to Tuonto's face directly. Ew, gross. All right, come on. I'm not that jarring to look at, okay? But anyways, point of today's vid is to talk to you guys. I don't actually get to, I guess, give you a personal update on, you know, life as it is. I've been on YouTube for 3 years. Maybe you were in high school, now you're in college. Maybe you have a full-time job and you still have a full-time job. I don't know. Maybe you have kids. Hopefully not. Kids in this day of age. Jokes aside, I posted in the YouTube community post, hey, ask me any questions. So today, we're gonna go over those questions. Last thing before we go over those questions though, I'm recording a song. It's called From the Start. It's a cover from Leve. I love Leve. She's cool. So look out for that. Follow Twitter for the updates. Promise, I'm not just telling you to follow Twitter for no reason. I will update you there, promise.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
First question. What's the greatest compliment you've ever received? What's the greatest compliment you've ever received? Why did you answer a question with a question? I don't know. I don't know if there's a greatest one, but what makes me happy is if people make references to a video I made. Like an Omori reference, or like, I don't know, a good old, haha, you get Chi-Chi, you're bad reference, even though that one's overused. Point is, I think it's very sweet to know that, yeah, there are people out there that watch my videos, and they remember something I remember editing. And that's really nice. I don't know, I like that. As an Omori mega fan, I want to ask you, how much did you dive into the fandom, if you did, and have you seen the awesome animations? I swear to God, this fandom is just too talented. They're talented. I've been on TikTok, and I've seen some of the crazy animation clips people have posted there, and there's this really nice one I like. That's like a vintage Omori anime-esque, like, short little clip snippet of, like, Aubrey, Kel, and Sunny, and I thought it was really cool. It was really cool, and that just made me realize there's so much potential for like Omori becoming like a more mainstream media. Not that it should be, but like more to reach a broader audience with such a compelling story that it has to offer. I mean, we have the manga that got announced, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Anime, if they ever made an anime, I'd probably lose my shit, but
Oh no.
what the? It leaked! My boba leaked on me! No! In my shirt! God damn it. Alright, well, there's that. Anyways, yeah, Omori, very cool. I have watched some of the lore videos and all like stuff about the black space and more, and so I know a lot about it. I'm Omori Bragnrot, as one would say. What is your favorite person to collaborate with? I don't know if I have a favorite person, but I do enjoy collaborating with like the Scamily is our name for some reason. Some awful reason. Scamily just has such bad connotation, but it's our name now for some reason, unfortunately. But yeah, I do enjoy playing with them. What did you achieve this year that made you super proud of yourself? Even the little things count. I've been watching you since 2021, and I'm so proud of you, Jake. Thank you. What did you achieve this? No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna answer your question with the question again. Let's see. Super proud of myself. I think my collaborations, well, I guess collaborations. My videos with other people are probably my proudest videos because it takes a lot of time to like plan an event or plan an idea or challenge. But then it's a whole nother thing to try to get everyone in one place together because everyone's so busy doing their own thing, and it's so hard to be like, okay, what time works for you? Like Atsu, he lives on the other side of the world in the UK, right? So it's pretty hard to get him at a time that's not like 5 a.m. for him. A decent time for everyone is like the hardest thing to organize when it comes to events and projects like that. But yeah, there's gonna be a video hopefully coming out end of December, before the year ends, that I think will probably be my most proudest video in a while. So yeah, I guess you'll just have to stay tuned to that. Sorry, another personal. You ever feel bad not being able to stream or upload, or does it matter to you? Yes, I feel bad that I'm not able to get something out for you guys to watch wherever you are. But it's mostly being mad at myself for not getting my ass up and like doing work or making a video or just doing something. I have this issue where if I'm not doing something, I feel doom. I feel immense doom coming towards me. And I think it's probably just because I'm a workaholic. I think that is the reason I love working or doing anything that makes me feel like I'm productive or gaining some value out of. It's a blessing and curse at the same time, right? The curse part is that I don't understand properly how to take time away or enjoy myself. Like even when I go on vacation, out of town, I still try to like vlog. Even though vlogging's fun, I do enjoy vlogging, but it's a form of work and it is a form of content that I think I have to do no matter what. So that is the reason for that. Yeah, I mean maybe some of you guys feel the same way. Maybe you feel bad for resting. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that if you don't rest, how will you have any energy to do anything at all, right? So I think that's what I try to remind myself if I am feeling quote unquote not lazy. That's not the word. That's not the right word. But resting. Yeah, resting. I see a lot of people asking about your favorite videos and other related questions, but I'm wondering, what was your least favorite video you recorded? Ooh, least favorite. Or if you don't have a least favorite, which was the most difficult to put together? Yeah. There definitely were a lot of awful ones that were hard to put together or very tedious. I wouldn't say I have a least favorite though, because usually when I record a video, I genuinely usually think that I think this is fun and I want to do this, right? But I think the most tedious video of all time that I made recently, it didn't even do that well. I'm so sad it didn't do well, but it is what it is, you know? I think it's mostly because the way I presented it wasn't the proper way to do so. It was an April Fool's video. Yes, when you get kidnapped by Hilo Trolls. This took so much scripting, refilming, and like sound editing and lighting that I had no idea would even be a thing. Like some of these like, it was so fun to do, but like so stupid, but also very tedious. It's so silly when I look at it. Oh my god. Actually, never mind. I already know why I did that. It sucks. But yeah, that's probably the most like tedious working video I did. What was something you learned during your travels or something you tried to do more as a result of traveling so much during the year? Reading. I still read from time to time. I never regularly read, but now I read. This mostly happened in Japan when I was with Atsu and others. In the morning, I'd wake up early. I don't know why. Every time I'm like traveling, I always wake up early. But there'd be so much downtime that I'd be like, wow, I have nothing to do. So I would pull out my book and just start reading. It was actually nice. It wasn't bad at all. But I think I carried that habit back when I moved to the United States. I don't do it as much anymore, but I still do it from time to time. So yeah, you're probably wondering, what the hell just happened? I was just watching Tuonto. This isn't the Tuonto I was watching. Well, it's me from the future, actually. And it's Chrysler. Merry Christmas. It's December. It's Christmas time. No Thanksgiving. But I'm here to tell you about our new sponsor of the channel, GamerSupps. Long ago, we broke up with a drink we fell in love with, but we have a newfound love and a new drink. I drank it a lot last night editing the new Gene Solo vid, which will hopefully be out this weekend actually, so be prepared for that. They're giving out free samples that you can try out for free. They're also paying for shipping, so they'll ship it to you for free. You literally don't have to pay anything. Just check the link in the description below, gamersupps.gg/Tuonto. Please check them out. They're so nice to me. They treat me so well, and I want to treat you guys too by giving you free things just so you can try it, and maybe you'll like it. I don't know. They also have caffeine-free flavors as well. My favorite right now, though, is this red one, because I like red flavors, and red tastes good, so that's what I like. Okay, enjoy the vid. Why do you love Jean so much? Kazuha is pretty boy, thank you. Why do I love Jean? Okay, genuine answer. Genuine, I'm not gonna troll. No trolling this time. Genuine answer. She's hardworking, and she's willing to sacrifice herself for the entire people of her city. And that alone is extremely admirable. She just wants to see like her friends and people around her be happy, even at the expense of her own health. But she also is an extremely like disciplined person, and I strive to be someone like that. Eventually, maybe I'm not there, obviously, but someday I'd love to be as disciplined as her. Wow, simping over fictional character. Never thought I'd do that. Okay, anyways, any projects relating to music? Yes. Oh, I should probably answer. This is probably important to answer. Some of you guys have still asked about the Fly Me Away music video. Now, I've answered this on Twitch, where I stream Genshin and other games. Feel free to join. We hang out there, usually every other day. I'm live. I don't know why I used my time to tease Fly Me Away music video. I have no idea why I did it. It just looked cool and sounded cool. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So, Fly Me Away music video. Where did it go? Why is it not out? The short answer, there's a lot of complicated reasons and things that like went on behind the scenes. But the short answer, to save your time, is that it wasn't up to my standards. It wasn't something I was happy with uploading and putting out. And I didn't want to do that and feel bad. Like, sure, maybe some of you guys liked it, but deep down, it is a passion project. And if I'm not happy with it, I can't push myself to just throw it out into the world to be consumed, basically. So I still have it. I have worked on it a little bit, like a couple months ago, but there's so much to change that I don't think I can upload it in any time soon. I still have it though. It's still a file. I have the file. I haven't thrown it out yet. It will come out one day. Maybe. No promises. No promises. But yeah, just to be transparent with me and you guys, that's basically what happened to it. Favorite series on this channel? Also hoping for more baking with Jake vids. Okay, I do like baking with Jake a lot. There's only been 2 episodes. The cake and then the steak one. That's honestly probably my favorite series. I like cooking, believe it or not. Cooking's therapeutic and fun. I like following instructions and seeing how well I can follow instructions and seeing the outcome of it versus someone else who may have approached it differently. I think it's cool. Maybe I'll get some more professional people to teach me. Not that Ed in the last video wasn't professional. He did amazing. Taught me how to make a steak. That was cool. But I think it'll be more fun to do more of those in the future because I like cooking. Anything. So that's probably my favorite one. What were some of the goals that you set for yourself this year that you've now accomplished? It was to make more music. Did I release more music? No, not yet. I still have a month. It's not the end of 2023 yet. Depends on when you're watching, actually. But it might happen. Do you think you'll ever get back into Valorant heavily and go for Radiant? Jesus. If you don't know what Valorant is, it's a tactical first-person shooter FPS. I'm sure you've heard of it. I actually used to make Valorant content before Genshin. Long time ago. That was my main thing. So I did have a ton of experience in FPS background. I grew up playing Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege, so I was a very competitive player in the FPS scene. So I still play from time to time Valorant with some friends. I don't play it heavily though enough to make content. But I mean, if it happens, it happens, right? But no plans right now. I think for now it's just a side thing I enjoy. But it would be not, it would be nice if I did play. Oh, but okay, wait, hold on. Perfect time to tell you about my 3rd channel. Wow, Tuonto, another plugging another thing that you're doing. So shameless. Okay, if you are interested in Valorant though, I do upload Valorant sometimes on my 3rd channel. Sometimes. What is the best critique advice you were ever given from a content creator that you took to heart? Best advice. Believe it or not, I look up to PewDiePie a lot. I grew up watching him. He was someone I would come home to every day and just watch his horror game videos. And he was such a comforting thing in my life during the time I was growing up. And I really wanted to be someone like him, where he was able to just bring joy to so many people doing things he loved. And I think that's kind of like the beautiful thing about content creation. The content creator has a passion, and hopefully it's genuine. Obviously, some people aren't as genuine as they may seem out there, but it is ideally the content creator genuinely having a passion and wanting to share that with everyone. And I think that really helped me bring Jean to the table. Obviously, if you don't know, I basically blew up on Genshin making Jean videos. I don't do it anymore. Not as much, but she was a character I loved and adored so much, and I wanted to share that with the world, and it just hit the right audience, and people seemed to share that love and joy as well, whether it was with the same character or just being able to be passionate about their own character because of seeing someone else do the same for theirs. And so I guess that's kind of the goal for why I do any of this in general. Just to make someone happy out there. Make someone take a step. Take a leap of faith, if you may. How did you come up with the name Tuonto? It's my last name. Yep, that's right. My name is Jake Tuonto. Surprise! Maybe you knew. Hopefully you knew. But if you didn't know, I guess I don't really say it. I don't really say it. But yeah, it's my last name. So now you know. Mr. Toes, as some may call me. What's your honest opinion about your community viewers? Honest opinion about you? Well, my honest opinion about you. You guys are very sweet. You guys are very nice. That's honestly it. When I make community posts, there are so many of you guys in the comments that say such nice things. Such wholesome things. And I'm like, wow, this is so nice. Obviously, there are people from time to time that may say something and make me upset. But I think it's easier to look at the bad things than realize all the good you have. And I think every time I make a community post here on YouTube, I get reminded that, basically. So, thank you. Also, you guys are really nice IRL for the people I've met. Some of you are pretty shy, but I understand that that's scary meeting someone new ever in real life for any reason. Doesn't have to be me. But hopefully I've tried to make our interactions as smooth as possible. I know sometimes I am extremely tired, but I try my best to accommodate for what I can. How often do you stream on Twitch? A couple times a week. I put my schedule in my Discord. So if you're in my Discord, you will know always when I go live. Do you listen to K-pop? I love Lost Seraphim and Day 6 and Twice. And Yukika. Yukika recently had a comeback. Maybe, kind of. I don't know. She's releasing like a cover album, or a remake album, something like that. Anyways, I'm starting to. You probably don't care. Have you ever fallen in love and told them your feelings? If so, you can tell us how she responded and how you felt. Damn. Yeah, I've confessed before. Not all of them went according to plan, I will say, but sorry, we don't have many classes together, and I only see you as a friend. Yeah, for the one that reciprocated as of recent, I think they were just more shocked than happy. Maybe it was my confidence, I don't know. I think maybe I was too confident. Maybe I was overly confident. Almost that it was like very forward. I don't know, I'd say I'm a pretty forward person. I'm pretty blunt. Like if you ask me something, I'm gonna tell it to your face. It's hard for me to remember. Sometimes you gotta be nice with your words instead of straightforward. But then I think honesty is the best policy. So if I think a certain way, I'm gonna tell you personally my honest opinion. I don't know. Humans are such a complex thing. Communication is such a complex thing. If I were to study anything again in school, it'd be communication. That gets you far. Think about it. If you have a skill, you can't show or sell your skill to people to convince them you have value if you're not good at communicating that you have it. Communication. Is there going to be any more content if I laugh, I roll? Rolling content is like, I don't know. I enjoyed it for a long time, but now I don't as much. Sometimes I do, but it depends if I really feel it again. Because let's be honest, guys. At the end of the day, it's just me rolling on a bunch of random accounts, and it's just like satisfying my crippling Gamba addictions. I'm not paying money, but I'm still like getting the surge of feelings of luck and risk. Yeah, maybe I'll roll for like Navia or something when she comes out for people. But for now, nah, not a huge fan of rolling that much right now. Are you happy with the fan base community you've created? I think that was like the question we answered a little bit earlier. But yeah, I think I'm really happy with how people interact in our community for the most part. I think everyone is genuinely nice to each other. And if they aren't, I think people here are responsible enough to help each other out and be like, hey, you're not being chill, bro. And then maybe the other person's like, oh, my bad, I'm not being chill. Let me be chill. And then they're chill together. Are you open to the idea of having community games on stream? That's a good idea. I should play more community games. I usually try to do something Genshin related, It's really hard though. Co-op doesn't really allow more than 4 people, so that's not great. But oh look, Tori approves. Thank you, Tori. And yes, I do know where Tori is from. Okay, I had a friend who plays that game. Tori. Oh god. Do you believe Genshin will die after everything gets released? No. It's such a worldwide phenomenon, and the brand and franchise is extremely large. It will not die. Realistically, no. You ever had a night terror after playing a horror game? I love horror games a lot. I didn't always. I grew up a scared little child, scared of anything. I remember watching a documentary about like this ghost in a barn with like the skull of a deer, and that embedded into my head for the entire week, and I was like crying myself every night to sleep. My parents would have to sit next to me and just like comfort me as I would just like sit there and shock tears running down my face. Yeah, creepy shit. But nowadays I love horror so much. I think it's the idea that the thrill and excitement of being scared, but there's no actual harm there, is what I like. But I don't get scared anymore like at night, or if it's dark after playing a horror game. Have I had a night terror though before? Let me remind myself what that is. Terrified state. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah. I've woken up in a terrified state before when I was young. I used to get sleep paralysis a lot too, to the point where I was so used to it, I knew how to get out. I knew how to get out of it. So if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically like if you wake up, your mind is awake and your eyes are awake, but your body isn't awake, so you can't move it. So what would happen is you wake up, you'd be able to see, and your mind's awake, but you couldn't move or do anything. So it's kind of like you're locked in your own body. It's kind of scary. If it's your first time, it's scary. But me, I still have it from time to time, not as much, but growing up, I had it so much. But the way I would get out is what I do. I could still control my breathing, surprisingly. I could control my breathing, my mind was awake, but I couldn't move any part of my body. So what I would do is breathe in and out super fast. It'd be like this. In hopes it would shake and move my lungs and chest and body enough that it would make myself wake up. And it works. It works. Every time it happened, I would just go and eventually I'd wake up. Now, the second part to this is if there's someone next to you, they'll start freaking out if they hear you doing that and try to jolt you awake. And so it's kind of a win-win. You know, if you don't wake yourself up, someone else will. They may have like a traumatic experience of their friend supposedly dying in their sleep, but at least you're awake. And that's how I solved it. You should try it. Besides Shoto, Bao, and more, are there other VTubers and streamers you'd like to befriend and play games with? VTubers. Streamers. The only VTubers I'm like kind of close with is like, yeah, them, I would say. And some of the Scamily friends one, like Saki and Ruby, and OK Code, and Envy, I guess, if you consider him a VTuber. I've played with them before. They're pretty cool. I can't think of anyone else I want to know soon. I mean, I'm sure I'd love to be anyone, but I can't think of anyone in mind right now. But yeah. I've seen you use Fire Emblem music, and you have the FE1 Collector's Edition too, so I want to know a favorite gamer character of yours in this series. Lucina. I love Fire Emblem. If you don't know what Fire Emblem is, it's like anime chess is the gameplay, but with really compelling story and very cool characters. Lucina, because, spoiler alert for Awakening, the game, Fire Emblem, she goes back in time to save her, like, friends in the world, basically, but she has to pretend she doesn't know people for such a long amount of time. In front of her dad is one of them, and that was, like, and when they found out, they all cried. I was bawling, dude. I was like, this is so emotional. This is just, it must have been so hard on her, basically. Because, like, she's not even, like, an adult, like maybe she's an adult kind of, but like she's still like someone's kid. And I don't know, it's just like Jesus, man. It's like, that's just tough. Good writing. Fun fact, Fire Emblem Awakening was supposed to be the last Fire Emblem game in the franchise, but it did so well it revived the franchise. So yeah, fun. Anyways, yeah, you know what? I think that's a good time to wrap it up here. I think this is good. But hey, if you enjoyed this, I guess Q&A, let me know. Maybe we can do it regularly. I'm down. Maybe it can be like Tuonto Sunday. That's so stupid. Never mind. Someone please think of a better name for that. What an awful thing I just said. Okay, you know what? Happy holidays if you're celebrating. Again, always appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my vids, whether it's baking, cooking, playing a horror game, on the other channel I have, or Genshin videos. I'm actually really curious, and I encourage you guys to comment if you don't normally comment. Do you want to see Genshin content still? And if so, what? Because right now, I do enjoy Genshin. I do. I think Fontaine's like quest was peak, dude. Storytelling amazing. It's not that I don't like Genshin, but I'm just wondering, like, what are you guys tired of, or what do you want to see? You know, I don't know. I can't read your mind. I don't know what you want, but you know, this is your chance to say something to me. Anything. I'm down for anything. But you know, I'll keep doing my thing, playing with other people, having fun, making silly challenges, making music is my next big goal. Soon. I have to poop really bad. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Appreciate you. Subscribe to see me again in the next video. Okay, bye.